What's up, everybody? It is the unofficial end of fall as we are past Labor Day now, about 10 days, and I want to bring you the fall home maintenance tips so that you can stay ahead of the curve, taking care of your home as we move forward into the fall. So stay tuned. Hey, what's up? Jeremy Kane, eXp Realty, as always, bringing you the best real estate information I can even think of. Please always like, comment, subscribe. Would love to start that conversation. If you want my fall home maintenance checklist, comment below and subscribe to the channel. As always, if you or anyone you know is thinking about buying or selling a home, there's a link to a Calendly below, and I'd be happy to have a one-on-one call with you because, as I always say, the best time for you to buy or sell a home is on your terms. We talk a lot about the market, but we don't control the market. We just control what we need and how we assess the market. All right, fall home maintenance tips. As always, the caulking around your home, those gaps in the siding, gaps in your windows, both for moisture coming in, intrusion, that sideways blowing snow, but also for energy purposes. Make sure the windows are caulked in and everything is really nice and sealed up so that you're the most energy efficient that you can be. But those little gaps in the siding, little gaps, in the gutters and the roofs and all that stuff, you want to kind of give a once over and make sure that we're all caulked up and making sure that the moisture is flowing down and away from the property. As we always talk about, moisture is the number one thing for homes that can really cause damage and really cause a ruckus for you, all the way from mold to, moisture damage inside and all of those things. So we want to make sure that everything's sealed up and everything's flowing away. So make sure you spend a couple dollars and some time caulking around the exterior home. Next, we want to talk about cleaning and servicing that furnace. As always, fall is a great time because, it's not too cold typically during the day to run the AC. So we like to get those things nice and serviced. We do it once a year, make sure the furnace filter is cleaned out, make sure everything is working appropriately for your furnace, because we all know that those things will go out at the worst times at Thanksgiving or Christmas. So fall's a fantastic time to have an HVAC guy come over, vacuum out the furnace, make sure that everything's running properly and safely. Also, a number one cause for carbon monoxide in your home is your furnace. So make sure everything is good to go there, as well as get that AC serviced if it's time, because come May or June, you'll be ready to flip that thing on and ready to roll. Maybe cover it as well, get those leaves, make sure that's out. I always actually flip the breaker to my AC during the winter, because if it kicks on for some reason, it's hot inside or whatever, kicks on during the winter and it's below 55 degrees outside, it can actually ruin that compressor. So furnace and AC service, I do it in the fall just so I'm ready for the winter, because, obviously if your furnace goes out at Christmas, it's going to be a cold Christmas. If you're in the Denver metro area, I use Flynn Heating and Cooling. I can get you that information below. If you comment below, I will definitely send you Austin's information. Small business, individually owned guy, works his tail off and is competitive and also knowledgeable of all things HVAC. He takes care of my swamp coolers at my rentals and everything. So if you need that person, please reach out. Love helping him build his business and love helping my clients use somebody that's reputable. Next, we're going to blow out and winterize those sprinkler systems. I know that some of the new systems, all you have to do is open a valve and they drain and all of this. I always love to get those things blown out. I have a great friend, Desiree Amfeld with Barefoot Gardening. She does sprinkler blowout. So if you need somebody who's affordable, again, individually owned small business, would love to connect you with her, and she'll get you on her route as she blows out hundreds and hundreds of sprinklers throughout the Denver metro area each and every fall. But this is something that if you do it now, hopefully you won't be standing in the Home Depot line looking at the sprinkler parts with everybody else who forgot to do that. So it's almost time. I mean, you could blow them out now. Most people will get a couple more weeks out of them before we get a major freeze or any freeze, but you don't want to wait till that first freeze, because all the people that can come out and blow them out are absolutely super busy, and then you have to wrap those expensive parts of the sprinkler system. So get on someone's schedule and get that taken care of, and we're ready to go. Our lawn can go into dormant season. We're ready to go for next spring. Next, and this is something that I don't think I've ever talked about on these maintenance tips, is clean those gas fireplaces and get those chimneys swept out, especially if you got a wood burning stove. But But I'll tell you right now, this is the number one thing that I see on inspection reports that's completely neglected. We think just because we have those new gas fireplaces that we can switch on, that we're good to go. And so if you do have a gas fireplace, I will tell you that most of the time when we open those, control panels up, there's literally inches of dust down there. It hasn't been messed with for a long time. So nice to get those parts cleaned out and make sure everything's good. Make sure there's no small gas leaks or anything like that that can be very dangerous. But every single time I'm at an inspection, this is one of the dirtiest, most looked over pieces of equipment in our homes. And especially if it's a wood burner, make sure you get that chimney swept out so we don't have any fires come back into the home, as those fireplaces are great for certain things until the chimney's not ready for them, and then that goes bad. So always get that chimney and gas fireplace cleaned every single year going into the winter. Obviously, if we have the furnace serviced, the gas fireplace serviced, and we got the windows caulked, we'll have the most efficient and cost-effective way to heat our home. That's on you to decide, but that'll be absolutely nice. So those are kind of my quick fall home maintenance tips. I love bringing these to the people because I love walking into a home that's been taken care of with that annual maintenance when we talk about selling, or more importantly, if I'm going into a home with a buyer and everything's been taken care of, it's a lot smoother transaction. I have the peace of mind that my client's going into that home with it looking excellent and everything's good to go. You don't get nickel and dimed as much on the inspection. So these home maintenance tips are absolutely things that will serve you and get you the most money for your home, no matter what the market is. These homes that have the regular maintenance items as well as upkeep on all, lifespan and all of those things. Absolutely one of the things that I love when I sell a home is if I walk into it knowing that, nothing's going to break in the next 6 months, if at all possible. Things still break, but As always, Jeremy Kane, like, comment, subscribe. Would love to have a conversation with anybody who's thinking about buying or selling, whether that's now, in the spring next year, or maybe it's a year from now. Book a call in the calendar link below. I'd love to reach out, and have a wonderful fall. Let's go.